Hi everyone, it's Sonia McDonald here, and I thought I'd jump on a live today and talk to you about some really cool things I want to share to help you be a great leader. Now, this morning I was speaking at a HR circle to a number of outstanding people and culture leaders about leadership and about how they need to invest and focus on their leadership, because when you focus on your self-development and focus on your leadership and being the best leader and human you can be, because remember, leadership isn't a role or title, it's an attitude, it's a choice. It's about action, it's about serving others, making a difference, helping each other be more, do more, learn more. But it's about starting with you. How can you learn more and be more? And I wanted to share some things that I thought could really add value to your leadership wisdom and toolkit. The first thing is, and you will see the link in the StreamYard. If not, reach out to me. I might try and see if I can stick it here as somewhere here as well, is my leadership charter. So I've got this great tool. If you go to my website, soniamcdonald.com.au, you'll see lots of great tools and freebies to help you be a great leader. But I just sort of thought what I would do is also share with you my leadership charter, because I have my charter. It's sitting here in front of me, and I'm always using it as my compass. And the charter for myself encapsulates things like my values, like what are my values, my five top values. And I stay very cognizant of my values around how I want to be and how I make decisions and how I set my intentions and goals. So values are really important because values drive your behavior and your actions. Also, why I do what I do, my purpose. Again, my why is to build a world of great leaders and leadership. Again, I use that as part of my charter and my compass. Because I have it in a document, it helps me visualize it. It helps me stay on track with who I want to be this year. I also talk about in the charter, who do I want to be? Who am I? Who do I want to be? What do I want to stand for? My legacy. What is my legacy? What legacy do I leave behind? And I think about my legacy all the time. And I'm going to mention it's actually one of my favorite books. And also, what's my vision as a leader? So, what's my leadership vision? Like, vision is really important. The brain loves vision. Okay. So the brain also loves purpose. Think about your vision. Like, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to stand for? Okay. And then finally, what are my principles? My leadership principles. How do I bring those values into action? So I would love you to download this leadership charter, because it is a great tool and document for you to think about your leadership, put it somewhere at your desk or your office or at home, and it's part of your compass. But I'd also thought I would jump on today and also speak to you about some of my favorite books that I've been reading this year, and some of my all-time favorites. But I've been reading some really excellent, some exceptional books lately, and I wanted to share them with you because I shared a lot of the books this morning at this HR circle. I'm an avid reader. I've got thousands of books. Hence, like the research and even my books, what I write and publish, it's like self-development, self-growth, growth mindset. It has made the biggest difference in my career and my life. And that's why when I speak, I want to make sure I have such good insights and knowledge to share with my audiences and in my program. So here are some of my favorite books. And these are some of the ones that I really love and some that I'm reading recently. This is a great book, The Courage to Be Disliked, the Japanese phenomenon that shows how to free yourself, change your life, and achieve real happiness. So this is a great one, especially if you want to have more courage. You also, this whole thing around like leadership is not a popularity concept, right? You can still be a great leader and human, and it's about respect. It's about not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. And you're not going to like everyone, but you still need to show compassion and kindness for yourself and for others. So this is a great book, Courage to Be Disliked. And I do give this to a lot of my clients I coach in our leadership programs as well. One of my favorite leaders, and he's speaking at our leadership awards, is Paul Scurrah. He is the CEO of Pacific National. I write about him in my book, First Comes Courage. great leader. He recommended this book to me on one of my lives and podcasts, and it's How to Be a Great Boss by Gino Wickman. He's also the best-selling author of Traction. It's an excellent read. And thank you, Paul Scara, for recommending this book to me. Again, it's one that I give my clients that I coach her in my workshops as well, our programs. It's a fantastic book. Now, Ryan Holiday I've read all his books. This one, obviously, because Courage is my space. This is such a great book. I have got so many highlights and notes in this one. He's also written Ego is the Enemy, Stillness is the Key, Discipline is the Destiny, which is a recent one, but this one's one of my all-time favorites. I'm currently listening to Discipline is the Destiny, so highly recommend this book and his other one as well. Okay, you can tell by all the post-it notes here that I love this book. I'm a huge one around neuroscience. So this has been written by a neuroscientist, and it's all about manifestation, which I'm a huge fan of, and I practice it as well, around open your mind, change your life. There are so many gold nuggets in this book by Tara Swartz, The Source, Change Your Life. Make sure you grab this book or listen to it. It's a great one. I talk about this concept all the time, everywhere. Ikigai. When I first started Leadership HQ, I focused on my Ikigai. It's like, what do you love? What the world needs? What can you get paid for? And what are you good at? So it's around passion, mission, vocation, and profession. So I remember starting Leadership HQ 17 years ago, and I sat and I thought to myself, what do you love? And I love to teach, and I love to speak, and I love to share wisdom, and I love to empower others. What are you good at? Teaching and speaking. And I also love leadership. What does the world need? More leaders. We have a leadership problem. Okay. I call myself I think entrepreneurs are problem solvers. And I think that's why I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm wanting to solve the leadership problem because I want to create more great leaders and humans, and I get paid for it. And it's Ikigai. It is an excellent book, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life, by Hector Garcia. So make sure you grab this book. It is a great one. Okay, this one was my favorite last year. I have given this to so many people, and it's Legacy by James Kerr, What the All Blacks Can Teach Us About the Business of Life. This is a must read. I loved this book, so make sure you grab this book. Okay, next is, I follow Susan David's work. Make sure you check out her website, but her book, Emotional Agility, Get Unstuck, Embrace Change and Thrive in Work and Life, is a fantastic book. Again, another one I give to so many people that want to understand about emotional intelligence, resilience, emotional agility. It is a fantastic book by Susan David. All right, now, I'm 3/4 of the way listening through this book, and I've been wanting to read and listen to this book for a really long time. I'm so glad. I think sometimes what do they say, that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear? Because I read so many books. I'm really cognizant. Sometimes I read a couple at a time. This one is fantastic. Johann Hari, Stolen Focus, Why You Can't Pay Attention. It is such a great read. I mean, I'm listening to this one, and obviously I've got it in hard copy, but listening to him and listening to the audiobook, it's been incredible, listening to, and I actually have started reflecting a lot around, and also changed some things in being better at focus and attention. But it's given me some really interesting insights around ADHD, and it's a great book. Some things that really resonated to me in this book, and I've even adapted and made some changes based on this book. If you're wanting to be great at language and messaging, this is a great book because it's around, it's called Exactly What to Say. It's a really, really easy book. It doesn't take long to read. There's some great little phases in here around what to say, and how to influence others. The things I always think about when I'm trying to influence others, or thinking language and messaging is really important, right? Even what's going on here, language and messaging, is I'm always about curiosity and compassion. I'm always asking lots of questions. I think curiosity is a superpower. And also compassion. I wonder what's going on for the other person. Works really well when you're trying to have courageous conversations. But he has some really great examples of magic words, some phrases in here that I've used that I've really liked. Okay, this is such a great book. Such a great book. I've just finished, right? Someone recommended this to me, and I thought, why haven't I read this book? Because I'm all about kindness, and it's Humankind. Rutger Bregman. It's such a great book. How would your life and view of the world change if you knew people were good? So much great data research in this book. Some actually really fascinating Australian examples in this book as well. So such a great book. Such a great book. Just finished reading. I love Adam Grant's work. And I love all of his graphs and visuals and things like that. Human Potential. Again, I just finished reading this book in the last few weeks. It is a great book. Get his other books as well. Give and Take is a great book from him as well. So excellent book. Like Adam Grant's work, great. Humankind, exactly what to say. I'm always recommending books because Stolen Focus, please read. Even if it's 15 minutes a day. Emotional Agility, love. Legacy, love. Ikigai, yes. The Source, awesome. Courage as Calling. Any of Ryan Holiday's work is amazing. Okay, How to Be a Great Boss. Yep, love it. Courage to Be Disliked. Okay, if you've got any books you would love to read, recommend them to me, send them through to me. If you've got a book, send it through to me. I'd love to read it. I hope that really helped. Download the Leadership Charter. It's your leadership charter. You've got the template there, and it helps you with your values. Who do you want to be? What do you want to stand for? What's your purpose? What legacy do you want to leave? Your vision, right? Your principles. The more you understand yourself, right, the more you'll understand others. And that's what leadership's about. It's about helping others and supporting and inspiring others. So write some comments. Tell me what you think about today's live and discussion. I hope this really helped you around, keeping leadership at the forefront of your mind and those of your teams. Okay, share these books. Start a book club. Recently, a client of mine, she ordered Leadership Attitude. I have that on Audible, and she also had a book club with her team, and she reached out to me to ask for some questions as part of the book club, which I was really happy to help her with. Start a book club with your team or organization. Get everyone to do the Leadership Charter. Remember, leadership isn't a role or title, it's an attitude. Get to understand your teams, all those people around you. What are their values and principles as well? Talk about it as a team. So you've got some great book recommendations there. You've also got some incredible tool that you can use for yourself and for others around you. If there's anything we can do to help you at Leadership HQ, if there's anything I can do to help you as well, go to leadershiphq.com.au or reach out to my team at soniamcdonald.com.au if you would love us to help you with any of these resources or tools, or if you're looking for someone to speak in an event or conference, or looking for a workshop or a leadership program or coaching or team building. Reach out to the team at Leadership HQ because one of our values is wisdom, and kindness is another value of ours as well. But we love to show kindness and we love to share wisdom. So please reach out to us if we can help you in any way, because if I had a time machine, I would go back to my younger self and say, please keep learning, and keep sharpening your saw and keep having that growth mindset. And let's just keep sharing and supporting each other to be better and do more and learn more. And that's what it's about. That's what leadership is about. But it has to start with you. So think about your leadership charter. Think about some of the books I've recommended. And I promise I'll make such a difference to your life and your career. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching and listening to me today. And I look forward to connecting with you very, very soon. And remember to stay kind and stay courageous. Thank you.